My friends, have you ever felt lost, as if you were wandering through life without direction, without purpose? You wake up each morning, go to work, do what is expected, yet deep inside, there's a lingering emptiness. You ask yourself, is this all there is? But I have good news for you. True work was never meant to drain your soul. It was never meant to be a meaningless cycle of labor. No, my friend. Work was designed to be a calling, a purpose, a service. And when you see it this way, your entire life will change. Work is often seen as a burden, something to endure rather than embrace. Many people drag themselves out of bed each morning, dreading the long hours ahead, wishing for weekends, vacations, or even an early retirement. But what if this perspective is all wrong? What if work is not a punishment, not a necessary evil, but rather a gift and opportunity that adds meaning, purpose, and fulfillment to our lives? From the beginning of time, work has been an essential part of human existence. It was never meant to be a curse, but a way for people to contribute, create, and bring order to the world. When we work, we are using our God-given abilities to shape our surroundings, to provide for our families, and to serve others. Work allows us to build, to improve, to innovate, and to leave something valuable behind. Even the simplest task, when approached with the right mindset, becomes an act of purpose. Too often, people measure work only by the difficulty it brings. They see the long hours, the tired bodies, the struggles of daily effort, and conclude that work is a burden forced upon humanity. But if we look deeper, we see that work brings something far greater than exhaustion. It brings growth. Every skill we develop, every challenge we overcome, every moment of effort strengthens us. Work teaches discipline, patience, and resilience. It forces us to think, to solve problems, and to strive for excellence. It is through work that we learn perseverance, and it is through perseverance that we achieve true success. Consider the craftsman who carefully carves wood into something beautiful. The farmer who labors in the fields, ensuring that people have food to eat. The teacher who spends hours shaping young minds. The doctor who works tirelessly to heal the sick. None of these tasks are easy, yet all of them carry deep significance. Without work, there would be no progress, no development, no future. It is through work that civilizations rise, that families thrive, that individuals find purpose beyond themselves. Even in the smallest acts of work, there is dignity. A cleaner who sweeps the streets with care is contributing to the beauty and health of a community. A mother who wakes up early to prepare meals for her children is shaping the future with love and dedication. A worker who repairs broken machinery is keeping the world moving. Work, when done with sincerity, is never wasted. It is a way of giving, a way of participating in something greater than ourselves. When we begin to see work as a gift, everything changes. Instead of waking up with dread, we wake up with purpose. Instead of feeling trapped, we feel empowered. Work is not just about earning a paycheck, it is about fulfilling a purpose. It is a blessing that allows us to grow, to serve, and to make a difference. Those who embrace this truth will find not just success, but joy in the work they do. The way we work says more about us than we realize. It is a mirror that reflects our values, our discipline, and our commitment to excellence. Every task we take on, whether big or small, carries a piece of who we are. Some people see work as a means to an end, something to get through as quickly as possible with minimal effort. Others see it as an opportunity to give their best, to improve, to create something meaningful. This difference in attitude reveals a great deal about a person's character. A person who approaches work with diligence and responsibility shows integrity. They understand that work is not just about the reward, but about the effort put into it. Such a person does not cut corners or take shortcuts simply because no one is watching. They work with the same dedication, whether under supervision or alone. This is the mark of true character, the ability to give one's best even when no one is there to praise or reward it. On the other hand, those who constantly look for ways to avoid responsibility, who do the bare minimum, or who cheat their way through tasks, reveal a lack of accountability and discipline. Patience is another quality that work brings to light. Some tasks require endurance, focus, and persistence. Those who are quick to give up, who become frustrated at the first sign of difficulty, show a lack of resilience. But those who stay committed, who keep pushing forward despite setbacks, display a strength that goes beyond skill. They demonstrate the power of perseverance, a trait that separates true achievers from those who simply drift through life. Work also reveals humility. A person willing to start from the bottom, to learn, to improve, and to take correction with grace shows a spirit of growth. They are not arrogant about what they already know, but are eager to develop further. Conversely, those who resist learning, who refuse to take advice, or feel entitled to success without effort expose a lack of humility. True progress comes to those who understand that every task, no matter how small, is an opportunity to grow. The way we treat others at work also speaks volumes about our character. Some see their coworkers as competitors, obstacles in their path, or mere tools for personal gain. Others see them as teammates, as fellow human beings deserving of respect and kindness. A person who treats colleagues, subordinates, and clients with fairness and compassion shows maturity and strength. Leadership is not about power, but about service. And those who lead with humility and care earn not just success, but the trust and admiration of others. Ultimately, work is more than just something we do. It is a reflection of who we are. It reveals our integrity, our patience, our willingness to learn, and our treatment of others. Those who approach their work with excellence, honesty, and dedication are not just building careers, they are building character. Many people spend their entire lives chasing wealth, believing that financial success is the ultimate measure of achievement. They dream of luxury, power, and status, thinking that once they acquire enough money, they will finally find happiness and fulfillment. But time and time again, we see wealthy individuals who are still searching for meaning, still feeling empty despite having everything the world tells them they should desire. This proves a powerful truth. True success is not found in wealth, but in purpose. Wealth, no matter how vast, is temporary. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy peace. It can provide entertainment, but it cannot provide true joy. A person may own the finest house, the fastest cars, and the best clothes, yet still feel an emptiness inside that no material possession can fill. This is because human beings are not designed to be satisfied by wealth alone. We are meant for something greater, something deeper, something that gives our lives real meaning. Purpose is what separates a life of true fulfillment from a life of mere existence. When a person wakes up every day knowing that what they do matters, that they are contributing to something bigger than themselves, they experience a kind of success that money can never provide. Purpose brings passion. It gives direction. It fuels perseverance, even in the face of challenges. A person driven by purpose does not measure success by the size of their bank account, but by the impact they have on the world around them. Think about the teachers who dedicate their lives to shaping young minds, the doctors who spend years healing the sick, the artists who create beauty, and the leaders who inspire change. Many of them do not become billionaires, yet their lives are rich with meaning. They wake up each day with a reason to keep going, not because of financial gain, but because they know their work makes a difference. That is real success. That is a life well lived. On the other hand, there are those who achieve financial success but remain deeply unhappy. They may have all the money they ever dreamed of, but if their lives lack purpose, that wealth feels hollow. Without purpose, even the greatest riches become meaningless. Some of the most successful people in history were not those who simply amassed wealth, but those who used their gifts to serve others, to build, to uplift, and to leave a lasting legacy. True success is not about how much you have, but how much you give. It is not about personal gain, but about the lives you touch. A life filled with purpose is a life of true wealth, one that cannot be measured in dollars, but in the difference it makes. The most successful people are not always the richest, but they are always the ones whose work, kindness, and contributions continue to inspire long after they are gone. When we chase purpose instead of wealth, we find not just success, but true fulfillment. Work is often seen as just a duty, a way to earn a living, or something to get through each day. Many people separate their work from their spiritual or personal beliefs, treating them as two different worlds. But in reality, work can be more than just a responsibility. It can be an act of worship. When done with sincerity, honesty, and dedication, work becomes a way to serve, to uplift, and to bring meaning into our lives. Worship is not limited to prayer, fasting, or religious rituals. True worship is about devotion, sincerity, and a heart that seeks to do good. If a person approaches their work with this mindset, every task, no matter how small, becomes meaningful. A teacher educating children, a farmer growing crops, a doctor treating patients, a worker building homes. All of these can be acts of worship when done with the right intention. It is not about what we do, but how we do it. If we perform our work with honesty, patience, and a desire to benefit others, we turn our daily labor into something sacred. Integrity in work is one of the highest forms of worship. A person who remains truthful, does not cheat, and fulfills their responsibilities with excellence is not just doing a job, but living out their values. It is easy to take shortcuts, to do the bare minimum, or to deceive others for personal gain. But true worship through work requires sincerity. When a person gives their best effort, even if no one is watching, they are honoring something greater than themselves. They are working not just for a paycheck, but with a sense of duty and morality. Work also becomes worship when it serves others. A business that provides fair wages and quality services, an employer who treats workers with kindness, an employee who respects their customers. When we work with the intention of benefiting others, we create an environment of trust and goodness. The best forms of work are those that contribute to society, that ease burdens, and that bring happiness or relief to others. A person who works not just for personal success, but to make a positive impact is engaging in an act of worship. Many people complain about their jobs, focusing on the difficulties and forgetting the blessings. But being able to work to provide for oneself and one's family is a privilege that many do not have. When we approach work with gratitude, seeing it as an opportunity rather than a burden, our attitude changes. Work is no longer something we endure, but something we embrace. In the end, work is not just about making a living, it is about making a difference. When approached with honesty, dedication, and gratitude, work becomes a spiritual practice. It becomes a way to connect with something greater, to serve humanity, and to find deeper fulfillment in what we do every day. Society often places too much importance on job titles, making people believe that their worth is tied to their profession. When people introduce themselves, the first question they are asked is, "What do you do?" As if the answer to that question determines their value. A doctor, an engineer, or a CEO might receive admiration, while a cleaner, a factory worker, or a clerk may be overlooked. But the truth is, no title, no matter how impressive, can define a person's true worth. A job title is simply a role, a task assigned to someone. It does not measure a person's kindness, intelligence, or the impact they have on the world. A person's true value lies in their character, their actions, and how they treat others. There are people in high-ranking positions who lack integrity, and there are those in humble jobs who display honesty, kindness, and hard work. Who is truly more valuable? The manager who mistreats employees, or the janitor who works diligently and greets everyone with a smile? True success is not about titles, but about how one carries themselves in whatever role they have. Throughout history, some of the greatest people started in the most ordinary jobs. Many successful entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries worked as waiters, salespeople, or laborers before they built their legacy. Their job titles did not define them. Their determination, creativity, and perseverance did. A person who works hard, who learns, grows, and seeks to improve themselves is already on the path to greatness, no matter what their job title may be. The danger of defining oneself by a job title is that it limits personal identity. When people tie their self-worth to their profession, they struggle when circumstances change. Someone who loses their job may feel like they have lost their value. A retired professional may feel they no longer have a purpose. But a person is far more than what they do for a living. They are a friend, a family member, a source of support to others. They have skills, experiences, and wisdom that go beyond the workplace. Additionally, job titles do not measure the unseen efforts people put into their work. A stay-at-home parent may not have a corporate title, but their role in shaping future generations is invaluable. A volunteer working without pay may not hold a high-ranking position, but their impact on people's lives can be greater than that of any CEO. What truly matters is the contribution a person makes, not the title they hold. At the end of the day, when people are remembered, it is not their job title that defines their legacy. It is their kindness, their honesty, their love, and the way they touch the lives of others. No matter what job a person holds, they should never let a title limit their dreams, their self-worth, or their ability to make a difference. A title may describe what a person does, but it will never define who they truly are. There is no achievement greater than making a difference in someone's life. While many chase after wealth, status, and personal success, the deepest fulfillment comes not from what we gain, but from what we give. The greatest work a person can ever do is not measured in salaries or titles, but in the lives they touch and the impact they leave behind. Whether through small acts of kindness or large-scale efforts, changing even one life for the better is a success beyond any material gain. Every person has the power to influence others. A teacher who inspires a struggling student, a doctor who saves a life, a friend who offers support during tough times. These are the people who truly shape the world. Even the simplest acts, like encouraging someone who has lost hope, showing kindness to a stranger, or offering wisdom to a younger generation, can create ripples that extend far beyond what we can see. Often the people who change lives the most do not even realize the full impact of their actions. A kind word, a helping hand, or an act of generosity can transform someone's path in ways that may never be fully known. True greatness is not found in selfish ambition, but in selfless service. History remembers those who dedicated their lives to lifting others, leaders who fought for justice, teachers who shaped minds, and ordinary people who made extraordinary sacrifices. They did not seek fame or fortune. They sought to leave the world better than they found it. Their work was not about personal gain, but about creating change, about healing, guiding, and inspiring. And even those who never made headlines but changed the course of one person's life hold a greatness that cannot be measured by worldly standards. Changing lives is not limited to those in positions of power. Every person, regardless of their background or profession, has the opportunity to make a difference. A parent who raises a child with love and wisdom is changing a life. A worker who does their job with dedication and honesty influences those around them. A neighbor who lends a hand in times of need creates a bond that strengthens a community. No effort to uplift another is ever wasted. The most rewarding work is the work that lasts beyond a lifetime. Money and possessions fade, but the impact made on people's lives continues through generations. A single act of kindness can inspire someone to do the same for others. The knowledge shared, the comfort given, the encouragement provided, these things grow and multiply, shaping the future in ways beyond imagination. The greatest work is not about building wealth, but about building people. It is about lifting others when they are down, guiding them toward a better path, and showing them they are not alone. When a person devotes their life to changing lives, they find a success that is richer, deeper, and more lasting than anything the world can offer. So as you walk through life, remember this: the greatest legacy you will leave behind is not in wealth, titles, or possessions, but in the lives you have touched. Every act of kindness, every moment of guidance, and every effort to uplift another carries a power far greater than any material success. True fulfillment comes not from what you accumulate, but from the love, wisdom, and hope you give to others. If you want to do work that truly matters, start by changing lives. because that is the greatest work you will ever do.